Comes in after a tough season last year, 4-10. Now they're 3-0 though, and they are rolling.
Yeah, they came into the 2022 season number 13 in the nation, but they fell after having a little bit more of a subpar year. But now that they're up to 16th in the coaches poll and 18th in the Inside Lacrosse media poll, they're making a little bit of noise in this recruiting class that they brought in has really bolstered them, and they've kind of exceeded those expectations early.
It's Wierman for Maryland, Rachusa for the Orange, as we are just about set to go here from Syracuse Stadium. And we are underway, and Maryland is going to get the first opportunity of this game. Wierman did his job against Loyola. He can't put that loss on him, as the Terrapins 1-0 Maryland, and Wierman's going to get back to work here against Rachusa. And a whistle there. It's going to go Wierman's way. We get so many people tuning in today to see how Maryland at Loyola. I don't think really many people saw that coming. But Maryland, they have looked so far so good here 2 minutes in as that goes out of play. Altz picks up his 4th goal of the year. Wrestling for possession here at the Faceoff X. And Syracuse is finally going to get a chance to show off this offense. Full state of New York. And they represent here playing for Syracuse. It's Spallina's 3rd assist.
Considerably the rest of the way that they did in that first quarter, you could be looking at an incredible, potentially 20-save game.
Locked up here at the face-off to get this second quarter started. It's still loose. That's Wierman who gets through and picks up the ground ball. Maryland is going to get this first possession. Luke Wierman, one of the best in the nation. Didn't even have time to get his stick up. I wouldn't put that on him. But Syracuse, they cut this lead down to 1. And now they've got it on the face-off. Can the Orange tie it up? Simmons going to pass that off. This is Griffin Cook off the bench.
The second quarter, they're starting to get hot.
That's another freshman, Luke Roa, out of St. John's College down in D.C., the former cadet.
They're finally getting it. It's one of your best players this year. You're going to have to rely on Murphy to be a high-tier goal scorer this year. And that's a great shot right there. You finally find him on that opening there. Syracuse did such a good job running that 5-man rotation in that extra man opportunity. They were doing really well rotating and not letting Maryland really get much. They weren't finding any cutters or cross-court passes, skip passes, if you will, but Maryland finally getting it to go there. That was important.
Wierman wins the face-off. He's going to take it right down Broadway. Pass off to Kelly, gets it back over to Maltz, who dropped it. Now Maryland's going to have to slow it down. 5th goal of the year from Murphy, number 55.
From about 5 yards out.
Springfield, Pennsylvania native, the senior Kyle Long gets his 3rd goal of the year. Now Maryland leads by 2. It's been a game of streaks so far, Ben. First 3 went to Maryland, then the next 3 to Syracuse. Now Maryland has collected the last 2 goals. So 5-3 lead here for Maryland. But the face-off is won there by Rachusa. It's loose, picked up by Trader. Trader somehow gets through the contact. He's going to take it into the offensive zone. Trader a pass across to Maltz. Finds Urksa. Trying to stop this run. They've done it before, Ben. They were down 3-0 early on. Came back to tie it before Maryland exploded here midway through the second. Gets loose. That's Geppert there to pick it up. The ground ball gets back to Dolan. Could not stop Owen Murphy there. Turned on a dime. Maryland is going to get another one here on the faceoff. 6th goal of the year for Murphy, his 2nd today. Syracuse staying in this game, but Wierman with another faceoff win. 2nd goal of the year for number 2, Cook. But now it's a 2-goal game. 1st point of the year for Murphy. He got burned defensively on a goal earlier. Now he makes up for it. That pass gets away, though. Maryland's going to take it on that turnover. Self-inflicted for Syracuse. He had 4 goals, and that kept a streak alive for Maryland. Now 59 straight games with a player with a hat trick. Here's Kelly. thought about just going for it there. This is Geppert. It's a pole goal for Maryland, 9-5. His second of the year.
The Maryland bench reaction will tell you all you need to know about how excited they get when a pole goes. I mean, Geppert's the guy who started this Maryland season with their first goal, and right here notching one at the end of this first half. This is a really important goal. You go back up by 4. You were in this position just moments ago before Syracuse started to break that run. Now Maryland getting hot of their own. They're getting everyone involved. Geppert with the strike.
No, Geppert is not a stranger to scoring, Ben. He had 5 goals last year. You could see why. He can let it fly. That's his second of the year.
That's exactly why he's the LSM. You're the long stick midfielder. You got to be able to get the ball across, and you got to be an offensive threat as the LSM.
They leave him open. He makes him pay as Wierman wins another face-off in the stick of Trader. And if Maryland could find
it, and there's not much else to say about that, this score could be a lot worse than what it is for the Orange.
Well, Wierman has won 11 out of 16 face-offs so far as we get back to the action here in the second half. Maryland's 4-goal lead that ties their largest of the game. And again, Teddy Dolan coming in and starting this game for Maryland in relief of the injured Logan McNaney. His chemistry with the defense will pick up. That's Trader, tried one from distance, didn't go. Again,
they've been so efficient on offense, and that just continued.
Kirst played 4 years for the Lehigh Mountain Hawks. His 4th goal of the year. This is Maltz. Thought about it from distance, passes it off. This is Lacey.
Just that, and he's been really good for this Maryland team so far this year. He's kind of stepped up exactly where they've needed him to.
As Wierman wins another faceoff, well, there's not really a clear number 1 offensive option for Maryland. Trader coming through. He's going to shoot and score. Done.
Experience making plays on this field, and now he's done it in a new sport as well.
Battle here for the ball. Face-off X. It's still loose. Knocked away. That's Lacey who comes through. Zapatello picks up the ground ball, but he's lost it. Spallina got through. He gets taken out. And finally, Maryland's going to come out with it. That's Lacey. Really have that clear number 1 option on their offense this year, but Kelly has kind of separated himself from the pack in terms of scoring. That's his 9th goal of the year, which leads the team. 4 goals against Loyola last time out. He's got 4 more today.
Safe to say, Tyler, the kid from Calvert Hall can play.
That's another flag down. Here comes Trader again. This time he's going to pass it, but it gets away from Erk's sound. And if you're Syracuse, you're starting to get into that territory where you just need to start firing things off. As Burt Whistle is going to pick up goal number 7 on the year. His first of the day.
They could be sitting really pretty heading into the final frame.
Burt Whistle's got his 7th goal of the year. As Maltz picks that up. This is McDonald. Goal number 12 on the year in the career of Joey Spallina, the 3-time All-American in high school, the National Player of the Year, as a flag is thrown here immediately. Kyle Long with the big goal. That's his 4th goal of the year. He's got 2 today. He came in with 2. Really good performance by him. Game with a 71% in the saves. Now we've got 7.5 to go. Syracuse is going to need to start finding the net soon. Now it's into the stick of Geppert. He's going to get it back to Dolan.
He had always wanted to, before playing football, things were going better on the football route for him, so he stuck with it. He comes in here, he's got 2 goals today, and an incredible showing here at home.
As Maryland wins another faceoff, it seems like the big names coming into this game have performed as advertised, with Spallina with one of the craziest goals there. We head to the faceoff circle. Wierman is going to win that faceoff. That's massive for Maryland.
Syracuse scores at the 2:25 mark of the fourth quarter. The goal scored by number 9, Jackson Burkwhistle.
That's Dolan there. The ride from
board. Syracuse can't really hang their heads about today for given how poorly things went, especially in that first quarter, how much of a nightmare it was on the defensive side. They held their own today, a very respectable result to only lose to a very good Maryland team by 3. This is a very good Syracuse team.